So good day everyone. Today I will discuss to you Module 8 entitled Communication. So before I start, what is communication? So communication is the act of conveying meanings from one entity or group to another through the use of mutually understood signs, symbols, and semiotic rules. The main steps inherent to all communications are the formation of communicative motivation or reason. Lastly, message composition and message encoding. So, communication is a two-way process wherein the message, in the form of ideas, thoughts, feelings, opinions, is transmitted between two or more persons with the intent of creating a shared understanding. It is derived from the Latin word communis, which means to share. So, ang communication, it is between the two or more person na communicate sa isa kang isa. Tapos, it is a sharing of ideas and also ang communication, gabuild man siya sa relationship sa isa ka tao. Next is the main functions of communication. So what are these? There are four major functions within a group of organization by communication. It is control, motivation, emotional expression, and lastly, information. So, communication acts to control member behavior. Communication fosters motivation. Communication within a group is a fundamental mechanism. And lastly, communication provides the information. So communication is vital to organizations. It's how we coordinate actions and achieve goals. It is defined in Webster's dictionary as a process by which information is exchanged between individuals through a common system of symbols, signs, or behavior. We know that 50% to 90% of managers' time is spent in communicating, and communication's ability is related to a manager's performance. In most work environments, a miscommunication is an annoyance. It can interrupt workflow by causing delays and interpersonal strife. But in some work arenas, like operating rooms and airplane cockpits, communication can be a matter of life and death. So, poor communication in business costs money and wastes time. One study found that 14% of each work week is wasted on poor communication. In contrast, in contrast, effective communication is an asset. It's an asset for organizations and individuals alike. Effective communication skills, for example, are an asset for job seekers. Furthermore, the communication brings people together, closer to each other, and the communication is an important management function, closely associated with all other managerial functions. It bridges the gap between individuals and groups through flow of information and understanding between them. So for the finale, effective communication is an essential tool in maintaining strong, lasting working relationships at all levels of an organization. This is particularly true when operating remotely and navigating uncertain times. Employers that invest in delivering clear lines of communication will rapidly build trust among employees, leading to increases in productivity, output, and morale in general. The global pandemic has brought communication into sharper focus in recent months. As a majority of teams are now operating entirely remotely, poor communication, whether this is due to personal reasons or a lack of sufficient technology will inevitably lead to an unmotivated, ill-informed staff that may begin to question confidence in their abilities and eventually the organization as a whole. So communication is crucial to communicate effectively in organizations to ensure you achieve your goals. So communication is also important within the business because effective communication can help to foster a good working relationship between you and your staff, which can in turn improve morale and efficiency. That's all for my discussion and communication. Thank you. And now we have the next reporter.